everywhere. We cut them down to build houses that are unnecessary because the trees provided shelter. We pay for water. Water falls from the sky and it flows from the earth. We pay for roofs over our heads, clothes on our backs. We have to pay to exercise. We pay to be born. We pay to die. And by the time a lot of people are able to enjoy their lives, they've pissed it all away working 40-hour work weeks. And they're 65. We're missing school events with our babies. We're missing being able to see the world. This world is ours. We deserve elevation. It's time to rise up.
Wake the fuck up, the Nephilim still exist.
But this was one of the craziest videos of 2022 so far, bro. And they was grinding me up saying I look just like Bob, but I don't. Let's go! I'm telling y'all, the Nephilim roamed the earth, bro. They stuffed him. He's stuffed. They probably still live in remote places on earth. Wake up! One more time, wake up!
We could think a thought, and we can manifest that thought. So at one time you used to have detailed learning, or detailed files. In here, the Akashic records and cosmic memory, and also cosmic ability to do what you want to do, whereas you didn't need so much of the physical because it was all inside of you. If you want to go, leave, go to other planets, you could do that. If you can live up under the water, you can live up under the earth, you can do anything, you didn't have to eat, you could have sex on the astral planes, anything you wanted to think of in your mind, you used to could do that. And that's what we're going back to now. All what you see on the spiritual level is an idea. That you take a thought and you slow the vibrations down low enough, they'll come into physical matter.
If some of you have been in meditation or you feel yourself falling asleep, you can actually see yourself somewhere else, in a park or running down the block, or dealing with the children that you don't have on this dimensional reality, and that is your or one of your parallel lives. You have a home there, you have a very real reality there, and the only time you give yourself the permission to experience it is predominantly when you go to sleep.
You could take, if you got any electronics in your room, like TV, VCR, you take them out of your room, because the ELF waves, electromagnetic fields, those things interfere with your dreams and it fucks with the pineal gland. Then you can program your dreams by saying, I'm going to dream about this, and you tell your subconscious mind. One way to do it is you say, I'm going to dream about this, and I'm going to be aware of my dreams when I go to sleep. So you can program certain things. So at times when it was beyond the priest, because at one time you had correct communication with your cousins on the star system Sirius, Betelgeuse, Regal, Andromeda, and different other places. So at one time you had a certain amount of contact with them. So you just call the brothers up, say, I'm in the third dimension. Even though the vibratory rate hadn't gone down that much, you could get spiritual operations. Well, the Egyptian priests, what they used to do is in these temples, they used to come in and summon the gods, and the spirit would come and do the operation or the particular surgery spiritually and prepare and repair things that the physical person, the physical body wasn't able to do anymore. You see. So this is what you have when you have actual rituals going on now, is actually summoning the gods to do work that you do not have the manifestation to do, or you don't have the capability of doing anymore because you're limited with the physical thing.
Called indigo. This is where you get the word Indian from. It's not from the word indigenous. It's from the word indigo. That was the color of the people that they first saw. The original human beings were blue-black. It's preserved in Hindu art. They have like Krishna in blue and all that. But now it's now more glamorized. But back in the days, humans were blue-black. They were called indigo. And when these Western explorers came to some of these islands, what they saw was really dark-skinned people, and they called them indigos. That became Indians, or Indo. You said Indo-European, Indonesian, Indo. That's all dealing with the color indigo. because that's what the original black, so-called black man or woman, I have to say woman, what the original black woman was, because geneticists now have realized that the entire history of humanity is in women.
Prismatic melanin, you could see it on the brothers and sisters from Senegal. They are so black that they shine a specific color. They shine blue and purple and so forth. That's what I call prismatic melanin. Right. And you can tell what they're feeling. That's how we used to communicate with one another. We used to change colors. There used to be a name for us. We were called Saptapana, the man plant. Because we did not need to eat. The sun was our only food.
Still is.
The sun, take away our breathing, we die in 5 minutes. Stop eating for 40 days, you're fine. Stop drinking for 7, you're fine. The most important thing we do is breathe. We are the breath of life.
Hey, Dr. Valentine, I told somebody that and they told me I was crazy.
Of course they're going to tell you crazy.
I'm over here listening to you tell them that you know, we organic. We sprang out the ground like the plants. And we process the photosynthesis like the plants.
Yes.
The only thing is that in the fall, the copper substituted the magnesium.
Yes, and
so now
we're no longer trapped in ourselves. The hemoglobin and the magnesium. See, you got it. The magnesium no longer is trapped within there, so we no longer colored green. So we no longer can produce photosynthesis. The magnesium molecule, that's what caused the...
Shout out to him for the photo. I can explain pyramids better. This right here is called a bin stone. These were systematically taken off a lot of pyramids and placed into museums. This is one of the reasons why. We used to have a crystal where our third eye is. That used to be our router. This is the original Wi-Fi. This also is a Stargate. You've ever seen that show Stargate SG-1? Before that tech, any place that had a pyramid like this on a ley line, a high energetic, high magnetism point, you could teleport to. There's a reason why all the pyramids of the world are on the same ley lines. What y'all don't know is that there's over 2,000 plus pyramids on this planet. We only know about the ones in Egypt. They have some underground. There's one in Grand Canyon. There's some all over the United States. There's some all over the world. And there's some underwater. These multifaceted tools help to not only awaken and enlighten you, these help to connect you to the earth. On the top of these, where the bin stones were located, is a light language. A language that was lost to us. So if you didn't know, before English, most indigenous languages spoke with frequencies. What do you mean? If you look at Arabic or Mandarin, they use a lot of their throat when they speak. That's how we used to talk, naturally. Our voice is a frequency. With the right harmonization, a lot of things were possible. What if I told you if you could control your electromagnetic field around one of these, you had the possibility of flying? What if I told you those scepters those people used to carry were levitation tools to move things? I told you the earth is a giant magnet. Those giant scepters were frequency tools. I've showed videos where you can use sound in order to levitate rocks. As it says at the top, this also helps to prevent the wobble of the earth. We're perfectly centered where the sun is and where the moon is. If we go too far right, we'll burn up. If we go too far left, we'll freeze to death. This helps stabilize the planet. That's why they're all over the planet and hidden. Let me tell you a fun fact. The pyramids in Egypt weren't made. They were dug up. If you don't believe me, the Sphinx without a nose, that's older than the pyramids. Where the pyramids are used to be a lush rainforest. They manipulated history so you wouldn't find out about the true purposes of certain tools. Now this will blow some of your minds. You're like, no, history taught us. History is his story. The winners write the story. The losers leave notes.